So why Path of Exile? Like why Path of Exile? I mean, a lot of people haven't heard of the game. Like whenever I'm out and talking to people about video games and stuff like that, I feel like not many people have heard of Path of Exile. And I don't understand how this game is not completely one of the best games that everyone's heard about. It's crazy. Like, look at this. So this is my second league, and I have been completely loving this game lately. And there's so many reasons why. Like, there's so much customization that you can do. Like, I know that like last league, whenever I played, I looked at this and I got really overwhelmed. This league, I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. And they even added the wildwood, you know, as a second like ascendancy to even make it a little bit more deeper. And I'm not as scared. And if you're a new player, you need to follow a guide. Okay, you need to follow a guide because it's the easiest way to get through understanding the beginning of the game. Wait until you get a little bit further to try to dive into other things. The Atlas completely scared me, but now I'm just kind of like, with the Atlas. And, you know, the mapping made me nervous, but now I'm just like, whatever, I get it. It makes sense. Like, there's so many things, and you get so many hits of dopamine whenever you're doing maps. It's crazy. Plus, on the flip side of all this, look at this. So I started a new character, an RF Chieftain. I wanted to make an auto bomber class, okay? And now listen, I'm not to the point yet where I can do it, but it's fun because it's it gives me something to work towards. I wanted an auto bomber. I wanted this this Righteous Fire Chieftain. I got some of the gear. I didn't have enough to make it fully optimized. I didn't have enough currency. So I had to use my Bone Shatter Juggernaut class to farm some more currency to try to put into this character so that way we can have more fun with this. And I like that because it's it gives you purpose. It gives you something to work towards every single league, right? Now, you might say, why is that fun? I don't understand. I mean, you have a character that you can't really use yet. You can't, I mean, I can, but look at my health. My health just dips. Now, listen, I do have health pots. So I can technically go with it. It's just, it'll be a lot harder. So let me show you here. Let me show you a quick map real quick, guys. Let me show you a quick map. So we're just going to pop a level 1 map on there and we're going to go for it. So the build works. Don't get me wrong. It's just optimizing the build. You know what I mean? It's just optimizing the build. So let me show you here. So look, I mean, we could do it. The mobs explode. It's just, I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to, you know, be constantly using healing pots and watching my health drop. But look at this, man. This is so cool. Auto bomber for the win. Right? Bro, ever since I did this, ever since I started, I went into my first map, I was like, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. But see, look, my health starts dropping and it's absolutely wild, guys. It's absolutely wild. Absolutely loving this build. Absolutely loving everything about it. And I can't wait to take this build even further than where it is at right now. So this weekend on stream, we're going to be diving into how to make this class actually work. That is my goal this weekend. So every week I have a goal, and this week is to get my RF Chieftain working, right? Plus we need to talk about what we're going to be doing for this gauntlet coming up, this event gauntlet. There's so many things to be doing. And then on top of it all, if I need to make something else better, I have my Bone Shatter Juggernaut who can go into Delve, or who can go do tier 16 juice maps, or this class, once it gets good enough to do tier 16 juice maps. There's so many possibilities and there's so many things to do. And that's not even scratching the surface of heist and things like that. So Last Epoch is coming out next month. I'm really struggling with getting my head wrapped around, am I going to play Last Epoch? Because there's still so much for me to do. And last league, whenever I first started, I remember getting to a point where I was like, oh my gosh, 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 right? Like everybody goes through that. Every person that I have talked to goes through that with Path of Exile, and they usually in their first league, they usually started and then they usually stopped and then they had to usually come back because it was so much. But if you follow a guide, you stick to it, and the further you get into the game, I promise you that it gets better, guys. And for the seasoned players, you guys are all sitting there like, yeah, we've heard this a time or two. I get it, you've heard it a time or two, but you don't, I mean, like it's been a long time since you've probably really felt it because you guys are seasoned. I've cracked over the 300-hour mark on playing Path of Exile, and so, but you guys tell me that that's not even anywhere close to being considered a veteran. So I still got quite a few hours left, but I'm loving every bit of it. And plus, like, the community for Path of Exile, like, I almost quit making content altogether, right? And then I loaded up a Path of Exile stream, and you guys came into the stream, and you've been coming to the stream every day, every time I stream, day after day after day, and just showing me the love. And you guys have re-sparked me to keep this content going. This is, I believe last league I already quit on Path of Exile because I got completely flustered and I was like, I can't do this. But this league, I'm like, bring it. Let's learn something new. It's because I don't feel so dang overwhelmed, and I love that I finally got to that point, and I love that I'm trying to push the limits of the build making process. I love that I want to try and learn crafting. I want to craft so bad. I want to learn how to craft, but it looks so confusing. But I'm just waiting to the point where I feel competent enough to try to actually craft and maybe do some profit crafting. I heard that profit crafting is like the #1 way to make currency and PoE, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like I want to try it, but like at the same time, I'm still nervous because I don't really know exactly what I'm doing yet. So I'm like dabbling in that weird space. You know what I mean? But that's the beauty of PoE, is that here in a couple months, they'll restart a new league. You'll have something new to experience. Yes, you'll have to start over from square one, but everybody does. You build your characters back up, you learn something new, and you continue the game. In my opinion, PoE is very probably one of the best games I've ever played. If not the best. It is definitely, you know, when I played D4 and I came to PoE, it is definitely like night and day from D4 to PoE. Like, I think that I can officially say D4 bad. All right, guys. Hey, listen, I appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, we will be having another video, so make sure you check out some of my past stuff right here. And guys, I will see you all tomorrow and this weekend on stream. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, notify, and come join us as a Twitch and on our Twitch community. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go. Ha ha. Get it.